I guess we can start streaming for today. I had just set everything up. I was like just a tiny little bit. I wasn't late because the stream is set for like midnight, and not for 10 10 before 10 minutes to midnight. So even if I started at like 5 minutes to midnight, I wouldn't be late. Technically I wouldn't be late, but I usually start at like 10 minutes to midnight, and now I'm hearing the Iron Maiden song in my head, and I don't know if anyone is actually listening to this right now. Like, it says views 0, and there is no one commenting, but it has fooled me before. I have been fooled by this before, that it said 0 views, but there were people watching. There was at least one person watching, but it said views 0, so I'm not sure. So if you are hearing me, please say hello in the chat, so I know I am not talking to myself, alright? Because I wanted to talk about stuff before we start like properly playing. I wanted to talk about stuff. I was like almost didn't have anything to talk about. Okay, where are we? Okay. I will still keep OBS on top right now. Chat rate. I'm at the live chat, not top chat, so it should be showing all the comments. Chat rate 1, is that like my chat, the one message that I sent? Is that what it's showing as chat rate 1? I'm still showing 0 views, so I don't know if I'm just talking to myself. Still don't know. Like, it says views 0, and I don't see any comments, but it has fooled me before, so I will wait a little bit for somebody to speak up.
Clyde said this emoji doesn't.
Don't message me, Clyde, about this crap. Well, I hope I am not going to be alone here today, because I hope I can actually like talk to somebody today, because that's the whole point of streams, to have some level of interaction, which I'm not getting a lot of in the streams. But as I always say, I do these streams because like I'm going to play this game anyway. Might as well just put it on the stream, and maybe somebody will see it, maybe somebody will watch it. So I hope viewers, friends show up, and I have somebody to talk to while I am streaming, because that would be more fun than just me just smashing the buttons. I will still like wait a few minutes, so if somebody clicks on the VOD and then sees only this for like 10 minutes, you say that's going to be just ravishing. That's going to be the great viewing content. Not that the previous streams had really great viewing content before, because I would often get frustrated by this game by now. But I hope I get someone today. We will wait those few minutes. And like I could be like talking to the VOD, but like how many people are going to click the VOD? Like how many people are going to watch the VOD later? Like the last one, it was like 2 people. clicked on the word and like spent like few seconds. I'm not seeing any messages. Like I'm in live chat. Like, why am I not seeing anything? Why am I not seeing the messages in the chat? Okay, it's now showing one view. Like live chat, top chat, reset this live chat. And I'm still not seeing any messages. Live chat, all messages are visible. Allegedly. It's like, okay, it's at least it's showing one view now, so you know. Yeah, I have been thinking. I've been like what I like to like talk about. I like to talk about on those streams sometimes when I'm like starting. I just quickly sent something here. But I like to talk about on these. I would like to talk about. I sometimes end up talking about on these streams is like what YouTube is pushing to me. What YouTube is pushing to me on the shorts feed, and like the YouTube shorts are like at the same time. They are the best invention in the history of humanity and the worst invention in the history of humanity at the same time. Yes, I can see you now. I can see your message now. So like they're like the best invention in the history of humanity and the worst invention in the history of humanity at the same time, because like on the one side, when I got like a couple of minutes left until the stream, I got just a couple of minutes left until the stream, I can just put on some shorts, like watch some shorts, and then you know, I gotta spend some of that time, do something, watch something to entertain myself for like a few minutes, because it's, you know, just the shorts, just the and whatever you might get on those shorts, you never know what you might get. You might get like some guy jumping with a parachute and writing do not do this at home. Like process this. He's jumping with a parachute and he's saying do not do this at home. So the top comment on that short was, "Oh, I'm glad that you said that because I was about to jump off the coach." Yeah, that was like the funniest shit I ever read at that time. But you know what? Shorts I am getting a lot. Like I'm starting to see a pattern. I'm starting to see a pattern in what shorts YouTube is presenting to me. Like it was sending me the comedian Brad Williams, then and now it's showing me a lot of Tyrion Lannister. So you know what pattern I'm starting to see. YouTube thinks I want to see dwarf content because I made a dwarf video at one point. YouTube thinks I want to see dwarf content. Okay? And YouTube thinks I want to see dwarf content. And you know, this is like how it works is like for the same reason why there is so much incest porn, because you didn't scroll away from it. You think you shouldn't say what your short content is. You never know what YouTube pushes at you. Like I'm getting the dwarf content for the same reason. For the same reason there is so much incest porn, because I didn't scroll away from it. because I didn't click away from it. Because so like I watch like jokes by Brad Williams. I watch Game of Thrones shorts. I watch that because it is an entertaining stuff. But YouTube sees this and thinks, aha, he wants to see more dwarf content. That's how this stupid algorithm works. And I remember that when we left, I was looking at this. When we left last time on Thursday, Friday, depending on how you look at it, I was looking at that, and I had to locate the designs. Like I had to like go to a bunch of different places, and I had to go into my browser and find those places. Locate the designs. Come on, I did look for it. Locate the designs for a custom trigger assembly. Or was it like just a guide to all the legendary weapons? Unlock all legend weapons ruined king. Yes, this guide. Okay. I think this is the guide this is the same guide that said just go fishing in that spot and you will eventually fish out the shield. You will not eventually fish out the shield. You need a certain level of fishing rod, and you need to fish out at a very specific length of the string, rope, what it's called, the fishing line. You need to have a specific strength of the fishing line, specific fishing rod, and there is no eventually involved in there. Yeah. So like I think this is the same stream, so it might not be what I very good, but we'll see. But yeah, just defeat the cruel salvager. Just defeat the cruel salvager. That's just do it. Like just draw the rest of the fucking owl. Yeah. Yeah, designs. I think I purchased the lighthouse key. I'll check that. This was the inventory. No, this is the fishing. This is inventory. Quest items. And the portmaster's key, jail cell key, ethereal key. Did I not buy? Yeah, I did. Lighthouse key. Okay, so I got that part done. Okay. The lighthouse is above the low tides market. Head to the top of the lighthouse and grab the scrap of paper by the telescope. Okay, so just go to the lighthouse. Right now, just go to this lighthouse. Okay, so we'll go there. Maybe I should like rest before I go there. I don't know if there will be enemies. Hopefully there won't be very difficult enemies. Because I am like not super prepared for that. Okay, like what now? Okay, game, don't mess with my camera like this. Okay, I'm at the top of the lighthouse. I don't see a scrap of paper. And grab the scrap of paper by the telescope. There is no scrap of paper by the telescope. There is no scrap of paper by the telescope. Your short's content is very shitless. Like, does it even do that on YouTube? Did they even put that stuff on YouTube? That's why I wasn't going to guess that, because I felt like there's no way they're doing that on YouTube. Like there's nothing to interact with here. There's nothing to interact with it. There is no. So you know, thanks guide for being useless again. Locate the designs for, what did it say? Locate the designs for a custom trigger assembly. Misfortune's Legacy, yeah. Why is it in German? Like, why am I getting in German language the menus on Steam? Like it sent me, Google sent me to Steam Community, to like a guide someone wrote on Steam Community, and now it's for some reason it's in German. Like the guide is in English, but the menus are in German. Like instead of I don't even know what it would say normally. It says Einzelaufroute or 48 aktuelle Favoriten Übersicht. Like, why is it in German randomly? Just okay, designs. You must have Misfortune as a main character to see these. Okay, I must have Misfortune. Do I even have Misfortune with me? I do not. So I have to get her back. Okay. No. So I have to use her. It's like I've been saying that. Where's this is the closest rest thing. Okay, so I've been saying that I don't know if this game has enough streams left to last me until I get to Diablo, but you know, if these guides continue to be as helpful, like this guide has fooled me again. This guide has fooled me again because it just said like go to the top of the lighthouse and just pick up the scrap of paper. I go to the top of the lighthouse, there's no scrap of paper. Because there's no scrap of paper because it doesn't say that you need to have Misfortune with you. Like sure it's like, well, it's Misfortune's weapon, so you probably want to have her with you, yeah, but you don't have to have her. You have to have the relevant character for every single one of these. Sometimes you can have a random character there, but no, not in this case. Okay. A ripped piece of paper, a pair of gun blueprints. Only a few words are visible. My greatest invent. Okay. Fortune Estate in the main office, left side of the room, in the plants. Okay. It's in a Fortune Estate. Like it doesn't say the things the guide doesn't say the things that you need to have to be able to do the things that you absolutely need to do. Like it doesn't say the stockades, the Fleet Street, where is like I'm gonna go to like this thing and try to teleport to somewhere. It doesn't say that you need a specific fishing rod to fish out the shield. It doesn't say that you need to have Misfortune available to do her stuff. Like it doesn't say like the things that are required. Like what is that damn guy? Like not here. I wanted to do this, and I went over and too far. Okay, YouTube now apparently thinks I want dwarf content. Why it would stick to dwarf and not to like orcs, not to D&D? Why would it stick to that particular term? I don't know. I can't explain that to you. Misfortunes, man, where is it? Is that it? Like, why would it stick to like that particular topic? I don't know. But it does, apparently. Baron's Rest, Fortune Estate, okay. As long as it's nothing really OnlyFans worthy, it's allowed. It's just, you know, like if I wanted to like I think people call that thirst trap. If I wanted to do like a thirst trap, like I don't think I would go on YouTube. Like, not that I have anything to show that would constitute a thirst trap, but if I wanted to do that, like I wouldn't go on freaking YouTube, like because it doesn't make me think of freaking YouTube. Like YouTube is where I go for like weird nerdy stuff. YouTube is where I go to watch like Game of Thrones videos. YouTube is where I go to watch Hank Green talk about like I haven't actually seen a video by Hank Green in a little while. It looks like it's where I go to watch like video game reviews or trailers. Like it's where I go to like do the nerdy stuff. Not to watch like thirst traps. It's in the plants in her chambers, apparently. Like she had one of the pieces she needs like in the plants. These things I still can't interact with. They show up when I ping them, but I still can't interact with them. Like in the plants. A ripped portion of what appears to be blueprints for a pair of pistols. 2 words are written across the top, for Sarah. The rest is missing. Still can't interact with that. Okay. The lighthouse, I did the lighthouse. Slaughter dogs on the middle of the bridge. Slaughter dogs on the middle of the bridge. So now I need to go to frickin' slaughter dogs. And here they are like doing like sequels to MMOs a lot now. Because I don't know, apparently they decided that now it's a good thing to do sequels to MMOs, when apparently for years and years nobody thought that was possible, because you know there's like a lot of investment. There's a lot of investment into MMOs from players too. So you're like, you invest a lot of time and a lot of effort and often money into like a specific character and specific characters. So you wouldn't like do like a World of Warcraft 2. You just keep doing expansions and expansions and try to like upgrade the graphics slowly. And upgrade the graphics slowly. Oh, come on. Like the level 4 I'm just wasting. I literally almost killed them with just the initial intro. But you know, but apparently now there's like Guild Wars 3 is planned. Honestly, Guild Wars 3 is a great idea. Guild Wars 2 is just absolutely bloated with stuff that there's not really much space for new stories. Maybe it is a great idea. I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm just saying that like it's a surprise to me. It's a surprise to me. It's a surprise to me that, and ArenaNet is really good with rewarding you for things you did in the previous game. See free rewards for everything you did in Guild Wars 1. Well, we'll see how that works out. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm saying it's just a surprise to me that like, people are doing that now. That they're doing like sequels to MMOs now. They're not seeing that trap of the investment in the previous game. Okay, slaughter dogs, which are thankfully connected to this place, so I can just go there. So like, you know, maybe there will be like World of Warcraft 2 now. Like, there is like a huge, like this huge saga that World of Warcraft is going through. This huge, the World Soul saga, and we have no idea what happens after it. We have like zero news about what happens after it because they announced like 3 expansions in advance. They still support Guild Wars 1 to this day. There's just no new content. Yeah, that's understandable. But you know, like if there's no new content, so like what do you keep doing in the game? If there's no new content, like do you just keep doing the same dailies for 10 years? So like, there's probably very few people still playing it. There's maybe like new people who want to like experience the story in order. So they play Guild Wars 1, Guild Wars 2, and now they will move on to Guild Wars 3 and abandon the older games. So maybe that's what will happen. But there is a lot of that. So in the middle of that bridge over there, so I have to get to that bridge here somewhere. There's some events they do, I think. Okay. Okay, after you. Okay, next part. Jagged Hook's warehouse on the floor somewhere on your natural path. Can't remember precisely, sorry. Like, you're writing a guide and you say things like, somewhere on your natural path, I can't remember precisely, sorry. So why are you writing a guide? This is the level of guides to this game. One guide that just says, oh, just go there, and just completely misses important crucial points. And another guide that says, I don't know, it's like somewhere around there, like, I don't know. These are the kind of guides you get to this game. Because nobody cares about it. And now I need Jagged Hook's warehouse. So I need to get out of here. Get to one of those gondolas that transport me. But yeah, it's a small surprise to me that they are doing those sequels now. So you know, like maybe this is not where I need to go. So this is so like maybe they will do like World of Warcraft 2. Maybe like after the World Soul saga, after because we don't know what's going to happen next. Like we know there's Midnight, which is the current expansion. We know there will be the last Titan, but what happens after that we don't know. So you know, with things like Guild Wars 3, with things like other like MMO sequels, like maybe they will actually do World of Warcraft 2, and like cut off like actual World of Warcraft at the last Titan. And besides, like they have classic WoW now, you know, so it's kind of WoW is kind of already running two different versions. Like there is talk about them doing like Classic Plus next, so like doing like new expansions to like the old classic style content. So so like they're already like running multiple versions of the game at the same time. And I also remember there is like stuff going on here now again. Oh my, Captain Fortune, just the woman I need to help me with my predicament. Spare me the routine. You're holding back valuable relief supplies. We'll be taking them, with or without your permission. No, believe you me, no one would be happier than to see the supplies returned to the rightful owners. With Jet gone, the jagged hooks have fallen into a sorry state. Then what's the problem? The men are refusing to relinquish the supplies. They claim that holding onto them is their last stand. Last stand, huh? Well, I'm happy to oblige. To be honest, I'm looking to abandon this post myself. Getting rid of these crates and the undesirables guarding them would be a relief. If you could expedite the process, I'd be in your debt. Why can't you recover the supplies yourself? I have no allegiance to the jagged hooks. I'm simply a warehouse manager who rents them space. So you're just abandoning the jagged hooks. These men are loyal to a fault, but me, I'm just trying to pay my bills. And a likely hostage, so it seems. Do you even care what happens to the supplies? Of course I do. I'd love for them to go to good use, but to help support the city in dire times. That's why I won't leave until someone takes care of this. I'm not much of use in a fight. Okay. Okay. Spam. It's like somewhere on your natural path in the Jagged Hooks warehouse. Okay. So we're gonna go somewhere on the natural path. I hope the sniper is gone. Yes, sniper appears to be gone. But now there's like a lot of enemies running around. I like going to be appropriate level. Yeah, you're level 25 now. Okay, so I guess we're doing this. You have to actually like fight them. What are these bobs? If struck 10 times, will explode, dealing heavy magic damage to all champions. Okay, so don't hit him with Ilawi's tentacles. Don't hit the Yordle with Ilawi's tentacles. And this guy has Rally. After using an action, applies a Rally to a random ally, increasing attack power by this. Okay, so kill this guy first. Misfortune. I just can't really do the double tap thing because maybe I can. Because it will just hit him once. Okay. So you could probably just okay, Heartbreaker. Brom, just do this. Okay, he actually did explode from like the auto attack tentacles. He actually did explode, but then you got healed from it. Like I do have to wonder, like what would they do with like WoW 2? Like with like Guild Wars 3 announced, like it's a possibility like they could do that. Like they could potentially do it. It's like I'm wondering now, what would they do with it? Like would they like go ahead in the timeline, like go like 1,000 years into the future? Because there was that comic where like 1,000 years in the future, Anduin was leading this like this space crusade against the. He was like doing this Renilash, this final battle of light and dark. What they've been like leading towards. But maybe that's in the Last Titan, that this Renilash thing. Maybe they'd switch to action MMO instead of tap targeting. I wasn't even thinking about like gameplay. I was thinking about mostly about like lore stuff first. Okay, guess just tentacle for now. Like doing like action MMO stuff. Like would they actually do that? Like Warcraft WoW has never done that sort of stuff. Like and like even in Warcraft 3 there wasn't really like much of a skill shot thing. Like even in Warcraft 3 it was mostly like kind of just units like just kind of auto-targeted. Like sure, if you like had an ability on a hero, you had to like quickly clear, like if you were like playing like the Arthas campaign, if the first human Arthas campaign, you would have to like watch the footmen and remember which one to heal with this Holy Light ability and just watch their hit points and click that. So maybe like they could do like some action gameplay, but I was mostly like thinking about like lore stuff. About like what would they do like lore wise? Not her, I was trying to click you. Because there was that comic where Anduin was like leading that crusade that like 1,000 years from now. Maybe that like that's Renilash, that final battle of light and darkness, but maybe that happens in the Last Titan. If that happens in the Last Titan, so like then what they do? Then what do they do with World of Warcraft 2? Then I have zero idea what they do. Like they went through like every major villain from the lore. They went through like everything. So there is like very little left besides just completely making up and completely new stuff. Which you know it's not wrong to just completely make up new stuff. But it's a bit like yeah, they make up. Yes, but yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. But we're at the point in World of Warcraft where just like World of Warcraft is kind of like feeding on itself. It's like we're getting like the expansions, newer expansions are built up on the stuff from the earlier expansions instead of like from the older games, you know. So like what would the like it's hard to imagine what would World of Warcraft 2 do, because like usually when this sort of stuff you imagine, you have to like when you try to imagine what could this be, you have to imagine like based on older games, but there's like nothing left from the older games that we could be doing. So like will we even see like Iridikron in the Last Titan? Or did that guy just completely disappear after Dragonflight? Like, what happened to him? Like, we haven't seen him in 2 expansions, and it doesn't seem likely he would show up in Midnight because it's like doesn't like fit thematically. But then again, Undermine didn't fit thematically into the War Within, but they still did it. So like, I don't know. Maybe he can show up in Midnight. Or maybe he doesn't show up in Midnight, he doesn't show up in the Last Titan, and the guy just disappears. I don't know. Like, it's hard to imagine what they would do lore-wise in World of Warcraft 2. Okay, we have to remember not to hit that Yordle with the tentacles. And Braum should shield because these guys are annoying.
Sometimes battle is unavoidable.
Yeah, do the one big damage to the Yordle.
Who's next?
Ilawi's ult is useless now, the first ult, because it does very little now. So like, I don't know if World of Warcraft 2 is like the best thing they could do right now, because, or maybe like, that would be good if they get rid of the factions, that would be good. But you know, like, I can't really see like what they would be doing in World of Warcraft 2 unless it was like a complete reset and it's like 100 years later and most of the older characters are dead and you got like new characters in the same story. So like World of Warcraft 2, but it starts in like around Stormwind, and the first release is just like Stormwind, Westfall, Elwyn Forest, Red Ridge, like maybe up to like Blackrock Mountain, and you just get this small area in the release of World of Warcraft 2, and it's like goes back to like the root, the origin of the setting, and just tells new stories in the same area and like what happens 100 years later. And like sure, like Gul'dan is long gone, Medivh is long gone, Khadgar is dead by now too, Thrall is dead, Anduin is, if he's still alive, Anduin is an old man. If he's still alive, and it's like in like new characters show up on like, or like Ragnaros is gone and Smolderon is gone too, so like maybe there's like some or you know the what's the Moira's kid, what's he called? He was like in Magni's Nightmare he was called Fenran, but that's not his actual name. I forget what his name is, like Moira's kid, but he's all grown up now. Like maybe he's king in Shadowforge now. He's king in Blackrock Mountain, and like something happening in Blackrock Mountain again. There's like Blackrock orcs are still up to no good. The Dark Iron dwarves are technically under the Moira's kid, but there are like rogue factions, and you know maybe that's what they could be doing, like refocus on a smaller area, like 100 years later. And like tell new stories in the same area. Maybe that's what they could be doing. That's what I'm thinking. And okay, Misfortune, machine gun time.
Time to die.
Yeah, not the Overwatch Moira. The Moira Bronzebeard. Moira Thaurizan, nay Bronzebeard. Okay, what are we doing now? Double tap, sure. These guys first. Like, in this game the Yordles look more animalistic than in LoL. In LoL, most Yordles look like mostly like humanoid. Like they're like a little bit furry. Sure, they're like a little bit furry, but the face is mostly human, except for like Gnar. But most Yordles seem like mostly human in appearance. Only like, you know, furry. But and these guys are like, or animal in this game. Okay, so this guy doesn't have that buff.
I call on the mother serpent.
She's not dead yet. I thought Illaoi would have killed her with the tentacles, but apparently not. Unfortunately, that will not kill her either. Also, recent game announcement that I have seen, God of War Laufey looked really good to me. Like it apparently, like Laufey, like Kratos' wife and Atreus' mother, like after she gets burned on the pyre, she gets sent to this realm of the dead gods. She gets sent to this realm of the dead gods, and she meets like these gods from like multiple mythologies at the same time. There's the Sekhmet from Egypt is there, and this guy, this Mongolian war god that looks awesome. And I had no idea about him because, you know, like I never read into like Mongolian mythology, so I didn't know about that guy. What was he called? Begtse. This is probably a very bad pronunciation. It's probably a very bad pronunciation, but this guy called Begtse, who is like a Mongolian war god, and he looks awesome. He looks awesome because he looks like some kind of like Oni type of thing, like Oni, like the Japanese demons. Like he looks like kind of similar to that kind of thing. Like yeah, the game looks great. Somebody had a short that he had a complaint about the God of War Laufey release, but it was like people are just so stupid complaining about the game. People are oh, Gothic 1 remake is out. I have not seen that. I haven't played Gothic 1, the original Gothic games either, and so like I don't really care about the remake. I'm playing other games and I have no reason to really care about the remake. But yeah.
Honoring my strength.
Machine gun time? Sure.
Now it's my turn.
And that killed them both. Alright.
Teacher.
I am the teacher. We'll
Okay. Do I have to do that ladder puzzle again? Ah, crap. This thing. Does that hit me? It does hit me here. Okay. Is there even anything to like pick up there? Okay, climb the ladder. Please tell me that's the... No, that's... Like, I'm climbing an invisible ladder. Okay, I can't click on this, so it's not what I need. So this is not what I need. Like somebody was making a complaint on a YouTube short that like people are stupid complaining about the fact that it is a God of War game led by a woman. People are stupid to complain about that. I have not seen anyone actually complain about the Laufey game being led by a woman. I have not seen one of those. I have no doubt there are people who are upset about that, because there is always people upset about that. But I have not seen it yet. What he had a complaint about is that her companion in this game is a gelatinous cube called Frank. It's like it does feel like a little bit silly, and like by the way, like consider this. This is the realm of the dead gods, and in the realm of the dead gods, there is a gelatinous cube called Frank. You know what that means? You know what that means? That somewhere, someone, somewhere worshipped a gelatinous cube named Frank. Consider that! The only real complaint about Gothic 1 is that you can't customize your character. Yeah, I don't know anything about Gothic 1. I will not talk about it because I know nothing. I know it's a game. I know it's a game, and I know it was very popular in Poland when I was like much younger. When I was much younger, it was very popular in Poland. That's about all I know about it. I like that the game kicks your ass early for being unprepared. Yeah, I do not like that. I do not like those kinds of games, like Souls-like games, like all these games that are like trying too hard to be really hard. I don't like those at all. Okay, this guy might be dead in a moment. Okay, now they are suddenly doing a lot of damage. Okay, try to one-shot this guy. And you, bro, need to shield everyone now. Because these are doing a lot of damage all of a sudden. And Ilawi's tentacles are about to make that guy explode. Yeah, I should have healed instead of doing that. I should have healed. Oh well.
That's Captain Fortune.
Yeah, he did explode. Okay, Brom, I guess you shield again. And you... This has no recovery time. But it does cost 20 mana, so I don't know about that. Okay, that was easier than I thought. But yeah, there is apparently somewhere in the world of the God of War games there was somebody who worshipped a gelatinous cube named Frank. I know many people that Ilawi tentacles would make explode. Yeah, I don't know about that. Did they actually take damage from the area effect thing outside the fight? I think they did. It looked like they did. I'm more of a misfortune guy, or Ari guy, or a Nidalee. I'm more of that type of guy. Which is, I know these are all very, very vanilla choices. Okay, so let me give you something like less vanilla. Let me give you something less vanilla. Zira. I know she's still like a very conventionally attractive woman. Okay? I know she's still a very conventionally attractive woman, but you know, you don't see people talking about Zira a lot. You know? Probably Nidalee because cat. But you know, you don't see people talking about Zira a lot. Or if anybody like random watches this, like do we have people watching this? I'm gonna check OBS. We have 2 views total, so that's probably both you. So this probably don't have anyone random watching it. But if anybody, you're pretty sure Zira is a BDSM person. I'm pretty sure Zira is a plant person. And she's like only exclusively into plants. I'm pretty sure she's exclusively into plants. I did, by the way, consider briefly for like a character that was like a Zira thing, that was like a humanoid plant character that Zira created to like spread her type of person, that she was a new thing. I did consider that kind of character briefly for our LOL thing. but it didn't materialize in the end because I had too many different plan things already going on. I don't want to make everything plans. But you know what? People, when I say this, any random people listening to me will think that it's for a very different reason, and I am into that character for very different reasons than you'd think, because I want to say that what really got me, the character in LoL that really got me was Briar. And I know people, if anybody random watches this later, they'll think, okay, he's a foot person, he's a feet person. I am definitely not a feet person. It's not about the feet. It's not about the thing that she's running around barefoot. That's definitely, it's not about that. Because what got me about Briar was her cinematic. I forgot again. What's that cinematic? Where she's escaping the prison, and she jumps on that guy. She's in her monster form, and she like jumps and sits on that guy, and then she like realizes that she's not supposed to kill this guy, and she pulls herself back together and turns back into her, you know, cute vampire girl form. Atreus Pantheon. Okay. I guess I can see the pattern, but you know, it's like this, like something that like triggered something in my brain. Like I'm not normally like easily attracted to anyone or anything. Like I like on a very like intellectual level, I see like Miss Fortune as a very attractive character. She's built very attractively. But I very rarely anything like triggers something in me. But like this kind of monster that turns into the cute little vampire girl. That she is like she's very dangerous. But for you she turns into something more human. And like she's this monster that is trying to be more human, that is trying to restrain herself. Those are the things that really hit me, like on a, see, like something, this is like more intellectual, more personality related that got me about Briar. And I didn't even notice she was going barefoot. I genuinely did not notice that she was going barefoot. Until it was pointed out to me. Because I was not looking at her feet. I just do not look at people's feet. I often do not look at my own feet. And then people tell me that I'm like my shoes are dirty because I do not look at my own feet. I just do not look down. I just do not look down. My shoes are currently not dirty. How about Garen?
You're gonna believe.
I guess I can see why people would find Garen attractive. I can see that. If you want to know, like, if I had to like pick a guy, in LoL, I don't know. I don't know, like, because I'm seeing like I'm seeing like I'm getting any interest in people on a more like intellectual, on a more personality level. And this is not to say, and I was checking these to see if they are tapped, and then forgot to actually check if they are tapped. So if they're not tapped, so I need to do this. So I don't know what you're talking about. My friend is looking very good right now, and I should probably shield them. So I'm looking at people in a more like intellectual, more personality-based level. So like I don't know their personalities that much to like really be able to think about it like that. Like I'm thinking about like various like men in League of Legends.
Easy.
Wrong person.
Anyone else?
There's not that many attractive men in League. Yeah, but it's like, it doesn't have to be like
I needed that.
conventionally attractive. Like, yeah, you can think about Swain. He's not like conventionally attractive. He's like a little bit older guy, but like there is some like attraction to the personality and Swain. But that's not quite. Swain is just too. He's just too concerned. First off, he leads Noxus, and that's a big red flag. Like literally. That's a literal red flag because he's got a bunch of red flags all around him. He's got a bunch of red flags all over him, literally. So like that's a big problem with Swain. You know, and now you're making me think about it, and I'm gonna have to like check like a list of champions and try to think like who I would think about. I have to check after I'm done with this. I don't need healing. Okay, you hit this guy.
This makes me smile.
Don't get caught.
Like, Braum is funny. Like, he's a big guy. Like, he's a big... Braum is funny. Now, Aurelion Sol's voice. Yeah, dragons, not my type. Definitely not my type. Not in that regard. Like, I can like dragons on a very different level, but not in that kind. Not in that way. But I'm gonna actually have to check like a list of champions on the wiki. Yeah, but it's like he's funny. Like he's funny. He's like that's a thing that matters, you know. Action, kind of a little bit. Am I getting attacked? Yes, I'm getting attacked. I was looking at the list of champions and then I got attacked. I'm gonna go back, like, action, I guess, a little bit. Action, Alistar, Ambessa, Amumu, Anivia, Annie, Aphelios, Ash, Aurelion Sol, Aurora. I do like Aurora. Azir. Oh, Trashcan, why do you call him that? Bard, Belveth, Blitzcrank, Brand, Braum, Briar, Caitlyn, Camille, Cassiopeia, Cho'Gath, Corky, Darius, Diana, Miss Dr. Mundo, Draven, Echo, Elise,
I will not
Evelyn.
judge by your
I
size,
did
only strength.
like the whole plot, the whole story that Jace had in the Arcane story. I did like that. I liked his like but it was more like I was imagining myself in his place. This was more his can full of trash. I have never played LoL, so I don't know if he's like a bad character. So I don't know that. I wouldn't know that. Kane, Kale, Katarina, Kassadin, Karthus, Karma, Kalista, Kaisa, Cassante, Jinx, Jin, Jace. It's a Draven. It's a Draven. Like when I see this name, it just instinctively go Draven. Okay. Jace, Jax, Jarvan, Janna, Ivern, Irelia, Ilawi, Hui, Heimerdinger, Hecarim, Gwen. Jace, like Jace in Arcane, Jace was like I was seeing myself in his story. Like I was seeing myself in his position. Like there was more like this sort of stuff with Jace. Gwen, Graves, Gragas. Yeah, oh yeah, definitely Gragas. Definitely Gragas. Definitely Gragas. Gnar, Garen, Gangplank, Galileo, Fizz, Fiora, Fiddlesticks. Definitely not Ezreal. Kennen, Kha'Zix, Kindred, Kled, Kog'Maw, LeBlanc, Lee Sin, Leona, Lilia, Lissandra, Lucian. Maybe like Lucian a little bit, because there was like a whole story with him in the Sentinels of Light, and maybe like Lucian a little bit. Lulu, Lux, Malphite, Malzahar, Maokai, Master Yi, I know nothing about. Mel, that whole story between Jace and Mel, that's one of the things that I liked about Arcane, so I liked Mel for that reason. Apparently she's a really bad character in LoL. Millie, Lucian is still dedicated to his wife. Yeah, I get that. But if you were the wife, Sfortune, Mordekaiser, definitely not. Also a huge red flag, literally. Morgana is cool. Morgana is definitely cool. Fury, Nami, Nasus, Nautilus, Nico, Nidalee, Neela. Neela is cool. Nocturne, Nunu and Willem. Olaf I know like next to nothing about. I know it's a thing. Soraka, Sona, Smolder, Skarner, Severe, Sion, Singed, Shyvana. Shyvana is cool too, especially her new model. Morgana, not Morgana, Shyvana is cool, especially with the new model. Shen, Shaco, Set, Seraphine, Senna, Sejuani, Samira. Samira is like my top 5 definitely. When it comes to appearance, Samira is my top 5. Definitely. Rise, Rumble. Olaf's story is local man will never die while angry. Isn't that Tryndamere who was literally fighting Kindred to stay alive? Rumble, Riven, Rengar, Renekton, Renata Glask, Rel, Rek'Sai, Ramos, Rakan. I guess Rakan is kind of cool, but also they're very dedicated to his wife. You know, but if you were the wife, you know, if you were the wife, then Rakan looks cool. Definitely I'm gonna date with Samira, I might not survive it. Quinn, Kiana, Pike, Poppy, Pantheon, Ornn, Oriana, Swain, Silas. Olaf. Yeah, but you're saying the same thing twice. Too angry to die, and he can't die while he's fighting. So yeah, like that's like the same thing. Silas is kind of crazy, but like kind of like a revolutionary zeal kind of crazy. Like this is kind of like Silas. I kind of like Silas because he's like he believes in something and he fights for it. So I kind of like Silas. And you know, like, I like crazy people sometimes. So you know, a little bit of Silas. Syndra, Tam Kench, Talia, Talon, Tarek, Timo, Thresh, Tristana, Trundle, Tryndamere, Twisted Fate, Twitch, Udyr, Urgot, Varus, Vayne, definitely not, Veigar, Vel'Koz, Vex, Vi is super cool, Viego. I guess like another guy that is super dedicated to his wife. That I'm thinking like, okay, I guess he's kind of cool, but that's like third guy that is super dedicated to his wife. Victor, after his whole story in Arcane, Victor definitely not. Vladimir, big red flag, literally. Volibear, Warwick, Wukong, Zaya, Zerath, Xin Yasuo. Oh, Yasuo is cool.
Still, this'll go quick.
Yasuo is cool. Zira, Zoe, Zillion, Ziggs, Zeri, Zed, Zack, Zahed, Yumi, Yunara, Yorick, and Yone. So what we have learned today is that I am apparently into married guys. That's what we've learned today.
Thank you kindly.
Okay, that's 2 of these guys. So like my top 3 picks were like for men were like Lucian, Rakan, and Viego. But no, when and Silas, Silas is not married. Silas is not married, but he's crazy. Nobody can beat Seth. He has a cat ears. He's Wolverine ears. Seth has Wolverine ears. He's like part Wolverine. Is very tall, big, good at fighting, self-made entrepreneur, and also loves his mom. I guess Yumi because she's a whole cat. Yeah, he's part Wolverine, Seth. So like the only one on this list that wasn't married was Silas, and it's like more like I was attracted to the idea of the revolutionary, of like a passionate revolutionary leader who wants to see a change in the world. Like, so yeah, he's a little bit crazy, but then like, which revolutionary isn't crazy? Like, you kind of have to be a little bit crazy to like go out there and actually fight people to change the world. You have to be a little bit crazy. What this guy in the guide was showing, it was like this area. It was saying that it was like somewhere in here. That's what the guide is saying. And I'm not seeing it. Is this? No. This, okay. Yeah, okay, I got it. But now I'm also doing the side quest in the Jagged Hook's warehouse. And this guy is annoying me.
This will be quick.
I don't, but now I don't understand what the compassionate comment is addressed at, because you know, delay. I should like do the big shield. Silas, compassionate.
Remember this.
So what we've learned today is that I'm into 1, crazy people, 2, married men. I don't want to hit that guy with the tentacles. Okay, Brom.
Even bolder cracks.
Let's see you handle this.
Okay, why is he taking so little damage? This is not one of the crates that I need to pick up. Okay, now this is this area. Okay, I was trying to avoid both and somehow I got hit by both. And I now I need to use like one of those potions. Where are the group potions? Okay.
Haul anchor, crew.
Yeah, and I got hit by one of those top world, surface world, no, what's overworld. That was the word. Yeah, you heal everyone. You try to double that, sure.
Still got time to surrender.
I don't think they're going to surrender. And you actually need to shield.
Gotcha. I'll remember this.
You are my shield.
Okay, maybe you didn't need to shield.
Show me the way.
Feeling better already. Another notch on my
Guess you
belt.
preserve the man a little bit. Are you tapped? You're not tapped. Maybe you won't even need to do that because this might be able to beat her. Like what I'm calling, like you're saying, like Silas is compassionate, but what little I have seen of Silas makes me think he's like kind of crazy, because like the first things I see about Silas, like I watched a little bit of the Mage Seeker game, like a little bit, because it was very hard to watch for me. And like the first things I see about him is like he's like this gleeful killer talking about the I think the king he killed. I think he killed the king, or like he's like very gleeful about somebody that he killed like right before the game starts, and he gets kind of a crazy impression, like a kind of a crazy person. But you know, like he's passionate. Passionate. I was saying passionate, not compassionate. I was saying passionate, not compassionate. He has a passion to like save his country from the oppression. Katarina killed Jarvan, so I don't know. I don't remember who he kills. They're like at the very start of Mage Seeker. I don't remember who he kills there, but he's somebody important, and he's like very happy about it. Silas just used his death, and it got blamed on Silas. Yeah, passionate. Okay, we are taunted, so we are shielded, so sure, buff, sure. Are they tapped? They are not tapped.
It's good to feel loved. Expecting a thing.
What time is it? How long have we been here today? It's already an hour past.
Is that all you have?
So we're like halfway through. Like we already talked about which men from League of Legends I find attractive. We talked about what World of Warcraft 2 would be. So this is it's apparently one of those streams today.
Not the goddess will be proud.
He was probably really happy about Jarvan III getting murdered. So maybe that's what I was remembering. You know, apparently today is one of those streams when we just talk shit about like random topics, and like we haven't offended anyone yet today, but you know, the night is still young. Anything can happen.
Anyone else?
Okay, what are we doing?
That's what you get from my crew.
And like I left like a comment. I'm getting like the topic of Mormons. When I'm sure we offended someone with your pick of league men. I don't know who would it offend. Besides the fact that I am even considering that I am male presenting, which you know most people wouldn't really know except hearing my voice. Like I'm male presenting, and I was picking men. Besides that, like I don't know why would people even get offended. But the topic of Mormons comes up again because I left like just before the stream started. I left a comment on like there's like this guy that's like a biblical scholar. Is like a biblical scholar, and he. As a biblical scholar who has a YouTube channel, and he was like people like accused him that he's taking sides with Mormons because he is actually secretly a Mormon. Like and he wasn't like making a big secret. He wasn't bringing the topic because it wasn't relevant to the topic of his channel, and it was like. And he's like he's a smart guy, okay? Like you can see he's a smart guy, and he criticizes the Bible very well. And I left a comment like okay, you're clearly a very smart guy, but like how do you reconcile this scholarly intellectual approach with which the scholarly intellectual eye with which you criticize the Bible, and yet at the same time you believe in the Mormon stuff? Like, how do you even reconcile that? I don't think he responded. I don't think he responded to that. No, it's just random comments from random people. But like that's like it isn't really blowing up. But there are like comments, people like with the comment I left, because you know we gotta talk about Mormon stuff. We gotta talk about Mormons because on these streams. On the one hand, I think on the one hand, I think that if more religious people were able to look at the religious topics with a critical eye, we'd all be living in a better world, even if religion still existed. Something that is a huge problem in the actual real world. On the other hand, I do have to wonder about the cognitive dissonance one has to go through to be critical in this way about the Bible, but at the same time continue to believe, I assume, in the Mormon theology. Because if you are an active member, I assume you believe in some part of it, but you must see how the criticism you apply to seems to undermine the basics of Mormon faith, or can be used in the same way against the strictly Mormon scripture as well. I'm not here to call you stupid or anything, I just can't understand how do you reconcile your scholarly intelligent mind with believing in the same kind of thing you criticize. It's a genuine question. And like people commenting, I don't know either, but he has actively dispelled the notion that he takes the Book of Mormon as historical. He has commented on that. A lot of progressive and critical religious folks adopt a more experiential approach to faith, something like C.J. Cornthwaite, I am not familiar, who Dan recently spoke to, where religion is less dependent on a system of literal claims and metaphysical beliefs, but serves foremost as an organized cultural symbolic framework or language with which to understand and interpret experiences of transcendent emotion, collective effervescence, community dude, you think you just wanted to show off how many big words you know, like collective effervescence. I'm sure there were easier ways to say that. Second guy. While I can't speak for Dr. McClellan, I will add to this with my own experience as a theologian. If my participation in my spiritual tradition were based solely on holding to a certain set of doctrines, I probably would not participate. The further I go in my research, the more convinced I am that religious participation has at least as much to do with what practitioners do as what they believe. Actions speak loudly. Dr. McClellan brings this up fairly regularly, as did Religion for Breakfast in a recent video when addressing what's known as costly signaling and credibility-enhancing displays, actions that show devotion to the tradition. But it doesn't have to be just big dramatic stuff. I belong to the spiritual tradition I do because overall I like being part of the work that the denomination tries to be about in the world, and I find on balance that theology supports that work. So what I'm getting out of these comments is I don't really believe in like the myths, in the stories of the myths, but I like the vibes I'm getting out of this religion. That's what I'm getting out of these comments. Like people are they like the vibes. That's what all I'm getting out of it. Like that's what I don't understand. I will never understand. It's like, isn't like the myths, the stories, and the metaphysical claims like the whole reason for religion? Like you don't need to belong to a religion to like take part in like rituals. Like Christmas is technically it comes from religious origins, but it's like so non-religious today. It's like completely consumerist. You can practice Christmas, you can practice Xmas or whatever you want to call it, without being religious at all. It is like completely divorced from religion. So like, if you don't believe in like the fundamental claims of the religion, why call yourself as being a part of it? And this guy that we were talking about, on whose video I left a comment, this guy, he joined the Mormon church. He wasn't raised in the Mormon church. He joined it on purpose when he was 20. Like he deliberately joined the group that believes that after death you're going to become a god and get your own planet. Like he deliberately joined that on purpose. And it's like why would you do that if you don't actually believe in the myths? You know? I just don't understand it. Like, sure, like you like the vibes they're giving off. You like the vibe, but are the vibes really enough to make up for all the evil that the religions are doing? Are those vibes really that important? I just don't understand that. Okay, what are we doing here? I completely forgot what we were doing here. I guess you can't do this. Okay, this guy's down already. And you are out of mana, so just smash. You should probably start preserving some mana too. So yeah, like I find some like religious topics just really hard to understand. Because I look at this all of this stuff in a completely different way. Okay, I guess you can
Aim.
hit that guy. Okay, he's almost dead. Now he will be dead. Yep. I somehow suddenly reminded myself of Path of Exile 2's story, and I can't still get over how bad it is. Like, why are you reminded about Path of Exile 2 now? Like, is it about Mormons? Is there Mormons in Path of Exile? I'm waiting for a response. Okay, I don't need that. I mean, actually, I might need that because it doesn't really cost me anything. What's this? Necklace. Don't know what that's for. This is where the annoying boss fight was. No, but there was like this whole story about chasing some lady with a super weapon, corruption god or something, and in the final act that sends you to collect parts of a super weapon to kill it. Like right now, I am collecting parts of a legendary weapon for Misfortune, who's dressed up as a succubus right now. Only when the cinematic plays, suddenly everyone dies and the world is destroyed. Surprise! Everything you just did was for nothing. Yeah, that's really annoying. That I agree. That is really, I hate when they do that. I hate when they do like where you win in the fight and then they go like psych, actually you lost, goodbye. Like, I hate that. And like how people like I was watching stuff about Midnight and like Noble was happy that we actually lost in a raid. Like, you get the super weapon, collect your allies, go to a final battle, only no final battle happens, and instead you wake up in endgame. Okay? Yeah, that's super annoying. It's like... what are we doing? Sure, hit this guy, sure. Like Noble, I was watching Midnight stuff from Noble's channel, and Noble was happy that we lost in a raid. Meanwhile, I am watching the story of Midnight, and I'm like, well, what is happening? Like the raid before Sunwell, where the raid when you're fighting Illyria, Zalatath is hovering behind Illyria the whole time. And in all this time, nobody thought for 5 seconds to actually shoot at Zalatath, who is causing this. Why is nobody shooting at Zalatath? Why is everybody hitting Illyria? Like, if you hit Zalatath, if you hit Zalatath, Illyria will not have a problem. Just hit Zalatath, get rid of her first. The only person who managed to do something reasonable and hit Zalatath was Sylvanas, who isn't even in this expansion otherwise. She literally just pops up, shoots Zalatath once, and fucks back off to Shadowlands. Like, it's so bad, it's so stupid. Like, I just don't get it. Like, what is going on there? And Noble is happy that we lost in the raid. Like we won in the raid. We defeated the. Well, we would have defeated the bad guy if we had the sense to actually shoot the bad guy instead of our ally. We would have won. The only reason we lost is because we were forced to act stupid. The only reason we lost is because we were forced to act stupid and had no option to do like the only reasonable thing. We had no option to do the only reasonable thing. And we beat the encounter. We won. So how are we suddenly, it just shifts 180 degrees and suddenly we lost? Like, it's so bad. Like, I don't get the praise. Like, this is not a movie where you get the twist. Where you get the twist because in the movie you didn't put the effort into actually winning. But instead it takes away your victory. That's just so frustrating. Okay, Bron, just finish this guy. And sure, you can do this to finish off. Like, I'm not making like WoW videos anymore. I'm not making these like complaining about Warcraft anymore. But if I was doing that, I would definitely have a video complaining about the midnight stories, the midnight endings. Okay, thank you. Like, I don't want to fight everyone here again. You recovered the supplies. Excellent, excellent. I'm sure they'll be of great use in your capable hands. And that means I can finally be on my way. Aren't you forgetting something? Oh, did I not say thank you? The Jagged Hooks are my sworn enemies. You've aided and abetted them by working here. I can't just turn a blind eye to your crimes. I was just trying to earn some coin, you see. I've got a family. Yes, I can't seem to recount their names at the moment, but believe me, I'll do anything. Just spare me. That's enough. I'm not interested in hearing you grovel. But I do need something from you. Oh yes, anything. I want you to join my crew. We could use someone with your expertise. And I want you to put the word out to any of your old associates. There's a new dawn in Bilgewater. I want to put the bad blood behind us. Build something new. Together. I will make sure other capable freelancers are aware of your offer. I must say, it's refreshing to hear such talk. A vast improvement than the typical join us or die rhetoric one normally hears in Bilgewater. Good day, and good luck. Diplomacy does have its merits. Maybe Ruffin is right. Maybe there is hope that some of these gangs will come around. But I've got more important things to worry about right now. Okay. And, okay. Do I have all the, like, blueprints? I'm gonna save quickly. Meanwhile, the guy looking at MF dressed in a succubus costume. what did I miss? At Misfortune, look at Misfortune dressed in a succubus costume. Watchtower on the counter next to the fast travel behind the NPCs. Watchtower. There's a watchtower. Is it this area? No. Watchtower. All along the watchtower, Princess It said debut. I already forgot the text. Like, how did it go? No, don't give me like information when it was written. There must be some way out of here, said the Joker to the thief. There's too much confusion. I can get no relief. What is this? Is this it? Yeah. Reason to get excited. All along the watchtower, princes kept the view, while all the women came and went, barefoot servants too. Like all along the watchtower, is it like? Is this the part where it's suddenly revealed that I'm secretly a Cylon? Have you watched Battlestar Galactica? And if you did, which one? Because there was two, at least. So like, I don't know what is Watchtower. Where is Watchtower? Watchtower, here, okay. Because like before I start making a lot of Battlestar Galactica jokes, I want to know if I'm getting the right audience. So this is like right here. It says. No, like right. Okay. This is the last piece. Now there are these blueprints. They are incredible. Thank you. Just need to find the parts now. You have the parts. You have all the parts. Okay, we did Misfortune's thing. You have absolutely no idea which you watched, but also like 10 years, so we remember very little. You probably, if you only watched one, you probably watched the new one. The one with you would know if you watched the old one. You would know because it's super old. It's like Star Trek kind of old. Star Trek original series kind of old. The old one. If it was like the one with Trisha Helfer, if it was the one with Trisha Helfer, you watched the new one. Because this is the one that most people today have watched. But there was an old one that was like, what year was it from? Probably the new one when it was daily on TV. Yeah. It was from 78. The old Battlestar Galactica was from 78. I haven't watched properly watched it, but I watched like a little bit of it. I watched a little bit of it. So like I know what was going on. Like the Cylons in the old series, the Cylons were like all robots. There was no like Cylons masquerading as humans. There was none of that. The Cylons were just like robots. They looked like robots, and they were chasing the humans across space. That's what the old Battlestar Galactica was. But also competed with Stargate with screen time because it was on a different station. It is an important thing. It is a good thing to watch. It is, if you didn't properly watch it, all the episodes, you should, because it's a good show overall. And it's relevant to our Mormon topics, because for some goddamn reason Mormons keep coming up on these streams. I don't know why Mormons are the topic that keep coming up in these streams. I don't know how it happens, but Battlestar Galactica is very relevant because it's like based on some of like the Mormon stuff. Not like not exactly, not explicitly, but there's like influence from like Mormon stuff. Okay, what are we doing next? We did misfortunes. So what's next? We did that. We did that. Okay, we have that. We just need to return to Thresh's dungeon. Duskblade of Drakthar. We have nothing. We have none of these. Find a serrated dirk from the Order of Shadow. Obtain a bottomless source of shadow power from the depths. Or obtain Caulfield's Warhammer. Like Maxine Caulfield? From Life is Strange? Okay. Head to the Academy Gardens and use Spike to dive through the grate near the fishing hole. Oh, to defeat the golem solo as Spike. Okay. So Academy Gardens and we need Pike. We'll need to pick up Pike. Choose party members. We're getting Pike apparently. Why is this the thing? Why do I need to talk to this guy? Like, it's on the same map, it just teleports me like a 5 feet. Academy Gardens. Can I teleport to Academy Gardens? No, I don't think so. No, Academy Gardens is like here. Yeah, I need to like. If I go to Vault of Giants and then go back, I could get quicker to the Academy Gardens. Probably, depending on where exactly it's in the teleport. Yeah, Academy Gardens. Yeah, it's like right down there. I don't want to fight everything here. Okay, I don't want to fight everything. I just want to get out of here. Did it actually leash and go back? Maybe. Okay. Head to the Academy Gardens and use Spike to dive through the grate near the fishing hole. Dive through the grate near the fishing hole. So like here. So this is where I need to go. Okay, so keep going south. Keep going down. We found Battlestar Galactica on Sky Showtime, but there's like 11 days left to watch it. Well, you know, there's different ways of watching shows. There's different ways of watching shows. Okay, I guess this guy is just surrounded by the black mist. These guys have a lot of health. And I have to fight with freaking Pike. each turn to each champion. Okay, so I guess this guy goes down first. And okay. You're too lazy to watch shows on sites that just spam you with ads and stuff. Well, you know, like I manage, and it's like it's usually there's not either there is not that many ads, or I just have a very good ad blocker. But it's a yeah, whenever you do watch it, like it's a very good show. It's a very good show that it's probably important to watch it properly.
Always keep the eye.
Okay, I guess these don't have that much health. I thought this would be much harder. Reapply stealth.
Try harder. Even the West.
Okay, I was about to say this guy is still alive, but then the tentacles finished him. Okay. Okay. And like buff. Sure. Now you can do this now.
Is that all?
And like it's a good show. It's like Trisha Helfer is on it, and like the guy that isn't the Ziddig Alexander Ziddig. There's he plays this actor whose name I forget. He plays the character called Gaius Baltar, and he was like one of my favorite characters. He was kind of a bad guy, but he was one of my favorite characters on the show, and because he was like a very like, complicated type of character, and I forget the actor's name. I remember that he looks a lot like Alexander Ziddig, but he's not Alexander Ziddig. That's what I remember about that actor. Okay, I'm gonna need to quickly mute things for a little moment. Okay. Okay, let's just keep going down this path. Alright. Are there gonna be more enemies? It's like down here. Okay. So keep going down. Okay, I guess we're fighting more.
Now you face the truth.
Stun cell for a short time when hit by an ignite, which we don't have right now. Okay. Guess we take this guy first. Shield. That was supposed to deal way more damage. I guess like heal a little bit. I still don't know how to play Pike, and that might be a problem when I have to fight the guy in a moment. I guess you do the AoE.
Already drowned.
Braum has stealth now. Okay, these are both almost dead.
Left is us.
This is like a good story.
Oh jeez. Like, I don't want to fight everything. What?
Motion is all.
I thought I was stealthed. Okay. Again, that was supposed to deal more. It said it would deal more damage. Even if he has some sort of buff that makes him take less damage, why doesn't it say? Why doesn't it tell me how much damage it would actually do? I should start preserving Braum's mana. Or her mana. Yeah, I think I am at the point where I'm just starting to feel a little bit tired. So I might not have a lot to comment left. We are like fairly late into the thing, like it's like 11 to 2, so we're almost done. I will probably have to just fight the big guy that I'm supposed to fight with for Pike, and then we're ending, and then so like next week we're still hunting for more legendary weapons, so like there are still more streams for this game left. So yeah, it will last us until 15th and even more. So we won't need to get a great game.
You tried.
Because these legendary weapons are taking, they're taking a lot of time to get. Okay, Pike has to dive through this. And then defeat the big guy solo. Okay, so I'm gonna save here. I can't save here, okay. So I'm gonna dive back out, then I'm going to save, and then I'm going to return, because I am not going into soloing things with Pike without saving beforehand. What does the guide say? Head inside and defeat the golem. Okay. But also Pike has no mana, so I need to get that mana sorted. Okay, that's... oh, it's level 20, so it might be easier than I thought. Yeah, it might be easier than I thought. Unless that wasn't the big guy that I'm supposed to defeat. Did I get the serrated dirk? Inventory. Show me these. Serrated dirk. Serrated stolen supplies. Serrated dirk. Do I have serrated dirk? Are you seeing it? Let me know if you are seeing it, because I'm not seeing it. I don't think I have it. I defeated the golem. Like it's like the guy that missed important things literally every time said, I defeated the golem. Like, do I have the serrated dirk? Yes, I do. Because it's actually a weapon. Okay. But it does... I found the serrated dirk. I have the serrated dirk. But it's not actually, like, showing up. Like, I found a serrated dirk from the Order of Shadow, but it's not... Like, I literally have it. Like, I literally have it right here. But it doesn't register. From the Order of Shadow. Yes, I literally have it. I'm gonna look it up elsewhere. Serrated dirk bug. Exit the area, you need to activate a cutscene. Okay. That dagger, it is cursed. I can feel it from here. The shadow magic within. Shadow magic, eh? You don't suppose it has anything to do with the Order of Shadow? I hope not. If this blade belonged to them, they might be near. They have eyes and ears everywhere. This belongs to the depths. It belongs with me. But if the Order comes for it, then we'll let them come. Okay, that I think counted. Yes, okay. Bottomless source of shadow power from the depths. So, okay, so what's next? Ah, the Hullbreaker. And to defeat the Hullbreaker to get another part. I don't know if I want to do that right now. Finally head to Bloodwater to visit the Low Tide Market and purchase Caulfield's hammer. I'm gonna start the Hullbreaker thing. I'm gonna start the Hullbreaker thing and hope that now that we are level 30 it doesn't take too long. Oh yeah, we have to go through around all of these. I don't want to fight all of that. Okay. Like I have considered like writing like a on the like the Ruined King subreddit, write like corrections that are like, oh, this guy like keeps saying this stuff, like doesn't mention like some very important crucial elements. I didn't write it in the end, but turns out that this guide is missing crucial elements about like literally every step. It's like maybe this is like a really big thing to write in the end. Maybe I should like withhold writing that until I am like well done with that. Okay, I'm gonna save again. And we're gonna try to do the Hullbreaker. Yes, I've seen that. I can't escape this cutscene. Okay. Let's see how that goes now. I guess he will now do the test of spirit here. We should have restored mana for everyone before we got here. You are stealth at least, so this will do more damage. Okay. We don't need healing right now, so yeah, and he's now running out of mana. So that was wasn't very good. Like Jesus, he's still like almost killed Brom instantly. Like holy shit. And she is now out of mana to heal. So yeah, we're not beating that. We're not beating this.
Graves.
Like, come on, like, how much damage is this doing? Like, with level 30. Like, we can't get any stronger than this. And she's now completely out of mana. Okay. Like, it just completely one-shots. Like, level 30 characters. And he just one-shots everyone. Like, I don't know why I even try to put up this, like, this defense, because it's just going to one-shot anyway. I think it's bleeding, but it's just guaranteed crit, so it will do like, what, 3800 damage? So it's not that much. Okay, you can heal now. Yeah, like there's no... Like, who did you even heal? It's going down slowly, but it's like... You have to taunt again to prevent other people from going down. Okay, he didn't go down immediately, but now she has no mana to heal.
Even Braum gets winded.
Now Braum will die. No, not yet, I guess. Okay, you still don't have the mana to heal. You might never have the mana to heal. Okay, next time Ilawi is up, I'll reviving Braum, but now I'm guessing doing this. Oh, I think that actually did it. Okay. Okay, managed to do it. This creature has touched the depths, and it brought something back. Brought something back from the depths. A soul from below. The soul of a killer. Brom does not like the sound of that. This darkness is unsettling. Unsettling, but powerful. Okay. So we at least got 2 parts of the pike thing. Okay, and it just immediately sends us back to town, and we can rest immediately. And we are running out of the food. Huh. Might need to buy more food. Come on, move, game. Was it on here that you need to return? Yes. Come on, game, I'm trying to leave this area. You don't have food. I don't know who has food right now. Like maybe like an innkeeper. But it's MC. Okay. Okay, so we got one thing left here, and that was like buy the Coalfield Warhammer. What time is it? Can we like arcane for visit the Low Tide Market? Low Tide Market. Where is that? Low Tide Market. There's no Low Tide Market anywhere in here. Okay, where is like Low Tide Market? Next to the fishing spot at Bilgewater Dock Harbor. Next to the fishing spot at Bilgewater Dock Harbor. So, here. Is that the black market thing? That's called the Low Tide Market, actually. Why wasn't it here before? Okay, dash, right? No, it doesn't have. Is it like here? Coalfields Warhammer. Okay. Nah. Okay. So what's the progress? We got. I need to leave the area to trigger a cutscene. Or this. Wait, did we just buy a hammer? Do we have any use for a hammer? The collector said its creator could channel magic using it. It doesn't seem to respond to my wind. Maybe Ari could try. This belongs to me now. A hammer? For you? Aren't you more of a blade guy? You talk less with a harpoon in your neck, Captain. Okay. Okay, so MC, that's still weird. Okay, so we did this. Can stop tracking this. So all that's left is these two. And then we have all the legendary weapons. And then maybe so we should be able to do that in the last in the stream on like Thursday next week. We should be able to do that then. And then maybe we can fight Viego. Maybe we can fight Viego and finish it on Thursday next week. So we'll have one stream on Sunday next week to do something different. I have no idea what I'd be doing. If we defeat Viego on Thursday next week, I have no idea what we'd be doing on Sunday. So I don't know. So maybe next time is the end. Maybe. It looks like it might be, because this is all we need to do. And then return to the Forge and Thresh's dungeon. And then fight Viego. And then it's probably the end. And what am I doing for one stream? If it was 2 streams, I wanted to play Crusader Kings 3 for a little bit. But if it's like just one stream, what am I playing for 2 hours? Like, I really have no idea. Watch it take longer. I don't know. Like, who knows? Maybe these 2 things are like hidden away in the middle of a dungeon where we have to take like a lot of massive fights, or again, the guys are really shitty and really pointy, really miss some important thing. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe. The absolute worst possible thing that could happen is if we are at the end of the stream and we still haven't defeated Viego, but Viego is like the last thing to do. So like the only thing we have left to do on the last stream is just Viego, which is probably not a whole stream thing. So that would be probably the worst thing, and it might happen. So I guess we'll see soon. I saved. So we'll be ending it for today. We'll be ending it for today, and I want to say that last I checked, on the poll was winning, and it was with a fairly sizable head start. It was the human sub-races video was winning. So that's probably what we're seeing on Tuesday. The video about like human sub-races, like why aren't there more human sub-races in fiction? Or like some settings that do try to do human sub-races, and like what are the problems, what are the issues, can we solve? And maybe my version of like human sub-races, how I would do it. And this version, this last thing, might be canon in my World of Showstone. So I guess we'll see. It's probably that human sub-races video. But for now, it's late now. It's very late now, and I think it's time to end the stream now. So I hope you enjoyed it. And